Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. From Multan Public School and College, I am your teacher Rabia Ayub to take your subject Reader. Are you all ready for reading? Okay, then let's get started. Here we are on our title page and we are still reading the same story. And today we are going to complete our story. Okay, dear students, now you may get your pencils and highlighter ready because we are going to circle the verbs and highlight our new vocabulary. Okay, what is the title of our story? House for sale. That's right. House for sale. And these are our characters: Dad, Mom, Keeper, Chip, Biff, and Floppy. Okay, let's move further to see what happens next in the story. Here we are on page number 17. And who can we see on page number 17? We can see Keeper, Naughty Keeper. We can see Naughty Keeper and his sister Biff. And what happens? Keeper sat on a chair. Keeper sat on a chair. Keeper sat on a chair. Okay, verb is sat, so we are going to circle sat and we can highlight chair. Circle sat and highlight chair. Okay, Keeper sat on a chair. Here we can see Keeper sat on a chair and Biff is standing next to the chair. But the chair is broken and Keeper, he slips inside the chair because the chair is broken. And Biff is standing in amazement and looking at what Keeper is trying to do. Keeper sat on a chair. The verb is sat and our new vocabulary is chair. Okay, next on page number 12. They went down the garden. They went down the garden. They went down the garden. Underline. Let's circle went first. Went is verb. We are going to circle went. This is our verb went, and you can highlight down and garden. Down and garden. Highlight down and garden and circle went. Now, Biff and Chip, we can see they are running in the garden. There is a garden as well outside the big and beautiful house. And they are running in the garden. They went down the garden. First they went inside the house. They went upstairs to look how beautiful the house was. And then they came down and they went to the garden. They went down the garden. Biff and Chip. Okay, now we are on page number 13. They looked at the tree house. There is a tree house in the garden. They looked at the tree house. They looked at the tree house. Here you can circle looked. Looked is a verb and you can highlight tree and house. Highlight tree and house. Next sentence. Kipper climbed the tree. Here we can see Kipper is trying to climb the tree. Kipper climbed the tree. Circle the word climbed because climbed is a verb. So we have two verbs on this page, looked and climbed. Looked and climbed. And we are going to highlight tree and house. They looked at the tree house. When they ran down the garden, what did they see over there? They saw a tree house. So they looked at the tree house. And Kipper, what did Kipper do? Kipper climbed the tree. Kipper climbed the tree. Kipper climbed the tree. They looked at the tree house. Kipper climbed the tree. Here we can see Kipper. He is trying to climb the tree and this looks like a very beautiful tree house. So they have a tree house as well in the garden. Okay, here we are on page number 14. And what's going on in the picture? Let's read. Biff and Chip climbed the tree. Kipper climbed the tree and then who else climbed the tree? Biff and Chip climbed the tree. They went in the tree house. Circle climbed because on this page climbed is the verb and circle went again. And you can highlight Biff, Chip and tree house again. Biff, highlight Biff, Chip and tree house. Okay. Biff and Chip climbed the tree. As you can see, Biff over here and they also climbed the tree. They went in the tree house. When they climbed the tree, they went in the tree house to have fun and enjoy. Biff and Chip climbed the tree. They went in the tree house. Biff and Chip climbed the tree. They went in the tree house. Biff and Chip climbed the tree. They went in the tree house. Here you can see Biff is there inside the tree house. Okay, let's see what happens next. Okay, here we can see Kipper. Naughty Kipper. Kipper pulled a can down. Kipper pulled a can down. Keeper pulled a can down. Okay, so you're going to circle. Pulled is a verb. Keeper pulled a can down, and you can highlight can and down. Highlight can and down and circle pulled. Pulled is a verb. Okay, you can highlight keeper as well over here. Highlight keeper, can, and down as well. And circle the verb pulled. And what we can see in the picture over here, keeper pulled a can down. And what do you think was in the can? Probably it was paint. There was paint in the can. It was a paint can, and he pulled the can down. And what's happening? What can you see in the picture? All the paint falls on his t-shirt. We can see here he pulled a can down, and probably there was paint in the can, and all the can falls on himself. So keeper pulled a can down. Okay, here we are on page number 16, and we can see the whole family gathered down in the garden. Here we can see Dad, Mom, Biff, Kipper with very dirty clothes, and Chip and Floppy. Floppy running about to join the family. And what happens? Let's see. Everyone liked the house. Everyone liked the house. Everyone liked the house. Floppy liked it too. Floppy liked it too. Floppy liked it too. So the whole family gathers around to discuss how lovely the house is, and they all liked the house. Everyone liked the house, and Floppy liked it too. He is enjoying himself a lot in the garden. Circle liked. Circle liked. Liked is a verb. And highlight everyone, house, and Floppy. Highlight everyone, house, and Floppy. So they all like the house. They all want to buy the house, and they're probably going to buy the big and beautiful house. Okay, dear students, that's the end of our story, House for Sale. Okay, they all liked, in the end, they all liked the house, and they're probably going to buy the house, and the Kipper family is going to live in the house. Okay, now let's go through our new vocabulary. Garden, garden, climbed, climbed, pulled, pulled, looked, looked, went, went, floppy, floppy. And the last vocabulary is light, garden, climbed, pulled, looked, went, floppy, and light. Okay, dear students, now there is activity for you. You're going to make a list of 5 words that ends with ed from page number 1 to page number 16. You're going to search for words ending with ed and make a list of 5 words. And your homework is you're going to read page number 1 to 16 and revise all the vocabulary. Okay, dear students, you will do reading of page number 1 to 16 and revise vocabulary. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz. Take care. Stay home, stay safe, and keep on